He had already taken 3 steps down the cracked apartment stairwell when the tiny voice echoed behind him. So soft he almost thought he imagined it. "Sir, my mama needs help." Daniel froze. The hallway smelled of damp concrete and old paint, but that voice cut through everything. He turned slowly, and there he was, a little boy no older than 6, small enough that his clothes looked borrowed from a child twice his size. The boy's brown skin was pale with worry, his big dark eyes shining with tears he tried so hard to hide. He held onto the railing with one hand, the other clutching a torn Spider-Man backpack. "Please," the boy whispered again. "She won't ask. But she needs help." Asterisk if this story moved you. Go ahead and like the video, share it with someone who needs it, and don't forget to subscribe for more real-life stories. Daniel's chest tightened. He had only come to the building for a quick maintenance check on one of the units. He never expected this. No one expected to be stopped by a child in a hallway like this. He knelt slowly so they were eye level. "Where's your mom?" he asked. The boy swallowed hard. "Inside. She's sick. And she keeps saying she's fine, but she can't get up. And I tried to make her soup, but I burned it." His voice cracked, and that did it. Daniel couldn't walk away now. "Let me see her," he said gently. The boy nodded and tugged his hand, leading him down the hallway lined with peeling wallpaper and flickering lights. They stopped at a door with a broken number plate hanging sideways. "She won't like that I asked," the boy whispered. Daniel squeezed his hand. Sometimes grown-ups need help even when they pretend they don't. The apartment was dim, barely lit by a small lamp on the counter. Clothes were folded neatly in piles, toys placed carefully in a box, but the emptiness of the fridge was obvious even from the doorway. On the couch lay a woman in her early 30s, her warm brown skin pale from exhaustion, her curly dark hair tied loosely on top of her head. Her breaths were shallow, her face tight with pain. She tried to sit up when she saw Daniel, wincing instantly. "Noah," she whispered sharply. "I told you, no visitors." The boy flinched, but Daniel gently stepped forward. "Ma'am, I didn't mean to intrude. Your son found me. He's worried." She tried to wave him away, pride shaking in her weak hand. "We're fine. We don't need anything." But her voice cracked, and her body trembled with fever. Daniel had seen this kind of pride before. People holding themselves together with threads because they believed asking for help meant they'd failed. "My name is Daniel," he said softly. "I live in the building across from yours. Your son thinks you might need some support." Her eyes, warm and tired, met his. "I can't pay you," she whispered. "I'm not here for money," he replied. "I'm here because a brave little boy asked me to be." Noah stepped closer, placing his tiny hand over his mother's. She squeezed it, her facade cracking. "Mama," he whispered, "please don't be mad. I didn't know what else to do." Daniel knelt beside the couch. "Do you mind if I check your temperature?" he asked. She hesitated, then nodded faintly. Her fever burned against his palm. "Far too high. How long have you been like this?" 2 days, she whispered. "I used to work double shifts at the diner. But I got sick. Couldn't stand. And now they said I can't come back." Her eyes watered, not from weakness but fear. "I can't lose this place. I can't lose anything else." Daniel felt anger rise. Not at her, but at a world where a mother had to choose between survival and dignity. He stood. "I'm calling a doctor." "No." She pushed herself upright, dizzy. "We can't afford a doctor. I just need to rest." She swayed dangerously. Daniel reached out and steadied her. "This isn't rest. This is you barely breathing," he said firmly but gently. "Let me help." Her shoulders shook as she leaned on him, her pride finally caving under the weight of her reality. Noah watched with wide, hopeful eyes. Within 20 minutes, a private doctor arrived, someone Daniel trusted. He examined her, wrote a prescription, and confirmed what Daniel suspected. She had a severe infection and dehydration. She needs proper medication, fluids, and rest, the doctor said before leaving. Without it, she could collapse. She closed her eyes, overwhelmed. "I can't afford the medicine," she whispered. "I can't even afford groceries." Daniel sat beside her. "You don't have to," he said softly. "I'll take care of the medicine, food, everything." She shook her head. Why would you do that for us?" He smiled gently. "Because your son was brave enough to ask." He ran errands for the next hour, returning with medication, groceries, a warm meal, and a small stuffed dinosaur for Noah, who had been sitting silently beside his mom the whole time. When Daniel handed it to him, Noah's face lit up like Christmas morning. For me, he whispered. Every hero needs a sidekick, Daniel said. Noah hugged the toy tightly. As his mother slowly ate the warm soup Daniel brought. She whispered, "Thank you. I don't even know your last name." Daniel hesitated. He rarely shared it in situations like this. But this moment felt different. "Heart," he said quietly. Her eyes widened. "Heart." As in, he nodded. "But I'm not here as that man. I'm here as someone who simply listened when a child asked for help." She looked at her son, then back at Daniel, tears slipping down her cheeks. "I don't know how to repay you." Daniel shook his head. "Just get better. That's enough." Hours later, when he finally stood to leave, Noah rushed after him, grabbing his hand. "Sir." Daniel turned. "Yes, buddy." The little boy looked up, his eyes shining with relief instead of fear this time. "Thank you for helping my mama." Daniel knelt, smiling warmly. "You saved her first," he said. "I just followed your lead." Noah's tiny arms wrapped around his neck in a hug so pure Daniel felt his own eyes sting as he walked out into the cool night. Daniel realized that small voice in the hallway had done more than stop him. It had changed him. Some knocks on the heart, he thought, are too important to ignore.